Innamiタスクです。出身は東京で、主に妖怪とか、鬼みたいなものをモチーフにした作品を作ってます。僕はいつも鬼をテーマにして絵を描いてますが、鬼っていうのは昔からなんかわかんないけど怖いものとか何かよくわからないものっていうのが大体鬼にデザインされてきたっていう歴史があって、そういうものを僕の今の解釈でもう一回トライしてみたいなっていうふうにいつも思って創作してます。昔の世界とかだとなんかもっとお化けがいそうな空間とかお化けがいそうな暗い場所みたいなものがあったんですが、今はもうどこもすごいキラキラしててちょっとそういう鬼みたいなものが少ない、だから逆にちょっと自分が置いてあげたくなるなっていう、そういうイメージに近いですね。街を歩いているとなんかちょっと寂しい場所、そういうスポットというかけどなんかすごい魅力的な場所っていうのがいろいろあって、そういうところを見てると例えば自販機の横とかなんか電柱の横とか、ここに自分の鬼がいたらすごいいいなみたいなことをよく考えます。今回は初めて立体作品に挑戦しようと思っています。立体作品と自分がいつも描いている点描のドローイングを同じショーケースに展示することで自分と都市の距離感みたいなものをそう表現できたらいいなと思ってます。
My name is Lorenzo Menghi. I'm an Italian photographer and currently I'm based in Tokyo. I shoot both digital and film photography, mainly street, but I have also some projects with a slightly more experimental and contemporary touch. I feel Tokyo is a very big city that gives you a lot of opportunity. I feel that Tokyo is constantly, frenetically renovating, updating itself, a lot of level of understanding of its society and the people living here. And it doesn't matter how many times you walk, it never opens up to you. What actually inspires me about Tokyo the most is the duality you can find during the night time, like exploring and going deeper through these layers. For me as some kind of mystical importance. For Tokyo Flâneur at Jinny Street Gallery, I will exhibit some darkroom black and white prints, experimenting the use of some masking tool I'm crafting by myself. This time I actually wanted to touch the photo to convey and to reflect at best what I actually felt during the moment I shoot the photo. And I also believe that exhibiting silver gelatin print that is a traditional and classical media in a fun and interesting environment such as Jinny Street Gallery could be really novel and could also somehow bring a turning point to my photography. For me, Tokyo is a city that has a lot of enigmas, and that mysterious part is what keeps the sparkle of my creation alive.
僕にとって東京は鏡みたいなものですよね。自分の気持ちを反射してくれるから、どんな心で、出たらそういう東京が見えるんですよね。変わるものですね。僕の名前はマテウシュ・ウルバノビッチです。ポーランドから来たイラストレーターとかアーティストなんですけど、今はもう13年日本で活動してます。水彩手書きで本作ったり漫画描いたりとか、インターネットでもちょっと活動してるんですけど、メインはやはりイラスト、絵を描くことなんですね。初めて東京にインスパイアされたのは、住んでたとこが、三番町っていうところですごく東京のど真ん中で、バルコニーからもなんか古い床屋も見えてたので、ぜひ描きたいなと思って、そういうようなお店を探して可愛いなと思ったところを描き始めて、夜で誰もいない東京の街をなんか歩き始めたりとかしてて、ディストピア的な東京の面もなんか見て、それもすごく心に響いたので、それもぜひ描きたいなと。本当になんか自分個人的な気持ちによってその東京が見せてくる面が全然違うなと思う。今回の展示に出したいなと思ったのはやはり東京夜行のシーンいくつなと思います。ランプの中で出すならこういうちょっと不思議な雰囲気のものの方が いいなと思いましたので、その寂しさとか不思議さとかの気持ちをなんかを伝えれるといいなと思ったので、できれば夜でそういう、バックライトされてる作品を見ていただけたら、これは雰囲気合うかなと思いました。
My name is Veronika. I'm an architect and artist based in Tokyo. I originally come from Ukraine. I moved to Tokyo to pursue architectural studies. Since then, I've been working as an architectural designer, and in parallel with that, I've been pursuing my passion for art and illustration. As an architect, I'm naturally interested in the environment that we inhabit. I draw a lot of urban environment, as well as natural environment, and just individual buildings. For me, Tokyo is this vast grounds for exploration. Tokyo offers a lot of variety of spaces, from high-rise, dense areas to more quiet neighborhoods. If people look at my illustration works, they can notice that Tokyo has a very direct influence on the things that I draw. It could be a particular street at a particular time of day with a very memorable moment. I like observing Tokyo from high vantage points, such as observation decks or just rooftops of random buildings. When you go up and you see this, vastness of Tokyo and all of the people and cars moving around at the same place, it gives a lot of material for imagination and for the stories that are taking place in the city. I would like to show some of the works from the series, which I call Tomare. This sign Tomare, which in Japanese basically just means stop, it usually appears on the secondary streets as a signage for the cars to stop. But I always like to think about it as a more sort of metaphor for people to really just to stop and appreciate the environment around them. So I portrayed several different quiet neighborhood streets with the Tomare sign to make this a Tomare series about exploring Tokyo by walking.
My name's Johan Brooks. I'm a freelance photojournalist and street photographer based out of Tokyo. I was born in the UK, I grew up in the US, and I've been living in Japan for about 14 years now. I'm also a member of a street photography collective called Void Tokyo. Talking about my relationship with Tokyo, when I raise my camera to my eye, she's usually smiling back. And sometime down the line, when we're both older, we'll have all these memories to look back upon together, and hopefully she smiles then too. When COVID-19 hit Japan, things got quiet. The core documentation of it all was just these ubiquitous photos of people wearing masks, which is fine, but this is Japan, right? Masks have always been a thing here. So the question became, how can I create a unique record of these times? And what I arrived at was this series, The Erosion Beneath. What I focused on was trying to record my perception of the mental toll that I imagine people were going through. Now, in conjunction with that, Jinny was very kind enough to lend me 6 these lamps, and for each one I created a concept, and they all tied together thematically. So using wire, blacked out window panes, and mirror fragments, I hope I've managed to create an experience for the viewer. So if I had to describe Tokyo in a single word, I'd probably say something like sumiyasu, which means easy to live in. But I do also mean that in an artistic sense too. The Japanese people have a wonderful temperament, and that's something to be really appreciated and valued.
My name is Toto Tvalavadze. I'm from Tbilisi, Georgia. I'm based in Tokyo, and I describe myself as somebody who shoots emotions. I photograph various things, but mostly it's either life around me in black and white, or I also use my walking as a platform to shoot various things around what I feel and what I observe in Tokyo. I started walking the city quite a while ago, and soon discovered that it's an amazing way of exploring and learning about the environment you are in. Usually Tokyo is portrayed as a neon-lit, super hectic and busy, overwhelming city, but the moment you start exploring it in a bit broader sense, it appears to be quite welcoming and calm, and sometimes even a tranquil place to think, reflect, and even meditate at some point. This time at Jinny Street Gallery, I'm displaying the collection I call The Moments I Stood Still. They are a collection of instant photos that I shot during my very long walks around the city. I'm trying to show people that even in the places which are considered to be hectic and busy, you can always find a space and time when you can relax and be still and be tranquil.